Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leena if you're new. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 5-step process to putting together my outfits. I know that this may not work for every single person just because everyone has different style and everyone has different tastes, but this is just the way that I put my outfits together every day, and I hope that you guys learn something new and get some inspo, so let's get started. So the first step in choosing your outfit is dressing for the weather, for the occasion, and your mood. This could seem extremely obvious, but I forget to check the weather like all the time. Like I never check the weather, honestly. In Texas, the weather is super bipolar and it could be raining one day, snowing the next, like all 4 seasons in one day. It's just like crazy. Definitely check the weather, see what's appropriate for that day. You also want to dress for the occasion. So I've done it so many times where I show up to an event and I'm like way overdressed or I'm like not dressed up enough. So these are just learning from my own experiences. Your mood definitely plays a role in the way that you dress. So this could reflect the colors that you wear. Kind of just see what you're in the mood for. After you've figured out all those factors, then we'll move on to actually choosing your outfit. The next step is to choose an initial starting piece to your outfit. So I always start with a top or bottom. You could also start with an accessory if you really wanted to, or a hijab, but for me it's a lot harder to plan my outfit around an accessory or a hijab rather than like a foundational piece like my top or bottom. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna share with you my process. So I always start with either a top or a bottom, and then we go from there. After you've chosen your first item, like super easy, choose one item. After that, we're gonna choose our secondary item that complements the first. So there's a few rules that I go by in choosing my second item. You wanna keep in mind balance whenever you are choosing your second item. So you wanna balance color, you wanna balance pattern, and you also wanna balance your proportion. If you chose the first piece that had color in it, then for me, I just usually like to balance out the rest of my outfit with more neutrals. If you chose a neutral piece for your first one, consider adding more color. Same thing with pattern. If you chose a pattern piece for your first one, definitely balance it out with solids, vice versa. And then for proportion, if you chose a looser item for your first one, making sure that the second piece you choose has a little bit more shape to it, and vice versa. If you chose a tighter piece for your first option, just making sure the second one is a little bit more loose. That way you can have a really good balance and proportion to your outfit. For this first outfit, my first starting piece were these pair of wide leg burnt orange pants. So since they are a color, since they're burnt orange, I really wanted to balance it out with some neutrals, so I chose a white top. And then also to balance proportion, since they are like super wide leg, I wanted to pick out a top that would kind of balance it out and be a little bit more form-fitting and something I could tuck in and show kind of like a waistline and give a little bit more proportion and shape to the outfit. I also love these puffed out sleeves. I think this gives a really beautiful shape to the whole silhouette of the outfit. So that is how I chose these two pieces. Okay, so now we have an initial starting piece. We have a second piece to complement. Our next step is to add that third piece. So the third piece is that piece that really brings together the outfit and makes you look really pulled together. The third piece could be anything from a blazer to a vest to a trench coat, any kind of outerwear. It could even be a really nice accessory like a crossbody bag or a belt. Anything that just makes you look like you put more thought and effort into your outfit and makes you look really pulled together. For my third piece for this outfit, I chose to put a little cream belt with it just to kind of pull the whole look together. I think if you are tucking in your top and you have belt loops, it really does look really, really flattering if you put a little belt with it. So I think that's super cute. The last step is to accessorize. So that is choosing your jewelry, your bag, shoes, and hijab. So for jewelry, I always like to match up my metals. There's definitely a way to mix metals, and believe me, I love that look as well. But if you don't really know what looks good and what doesn't, and you're just kind of lost, then matching up all of your metals in your outfit will really help bring the whole look together. Any kind of metal or hardware in your outfit, if you're matching it all up, it really makes the outfit look really cohesive and put together. For accessories like your bag and shoes, you could match your bag and your shoes, and that'll pull together the outfit as well. If you have any other accessories though, I wouldn't match like your hijab to your belt to your bag to your shoes. I wouldn't match all of that together because it's just gonna look way too matchy-matchy. I kind of just stick to matching 2 accessories because after that it kind of gets too matchy-matchy. So I will just kind of mix and match neutrals after that. So for accessories for this outfit, I'm gonna go ahead and pair a cream bag since I have my cream belt. And I think matching 2 accessories in your whole outfit kind of pulls the look together. But other than that, sometimes it can get a little too matchy-matchy. So for me, like the max is usually 2 accessories that I match. So my bag and my belt, and then I have these kind of like pinky nude flats. And that is the finished look. For my hijabs, you guys know I'm a huge fan of neutral hijabs. I literally just pick out my hijab like right before I walk out the door because I like to make sure that I'm loving what I'm wearing and that I'm obsessed with like my actual outfit, and then my hijab just kind of complements it and kind of seamlessly blends with the outfit, and it's not necessarily like the standout piece or like the pop of color or anything in my outfit. That's just the way that I like to dress. I know there's so many of you guys out there who love wearing colored hijabs or printed hijabs, so just keeping in mind that balance that I talked about earlier. If you're wearing a colored hijab, just kind of mixing more neutrals in your outfit to kind of tone it down, make sure it's not too much. And then also if you're wearing a pattern, making sure that you're wearing a little bit more solids in your outfit just to kind of balance it out. So another example, so for this outfit I chose these wide leg jeans as my first piece. I just paired a basic white top, the one that I was wearing earlier. This just gives a really neutral, like simple base to build upon for this outfit. So I could literally create whatever kind of an outfit I wanted just by having two really basic pieces or two neutral pieces. It definitely just gives you a lot of options when it comes to third pieces and accessories. For this look, I really want to add that third piece to make it look a little bit more special and have a little bit more modesty. So what I'm going to do is add a blazer. I love that I can just kind of play around with patterns and add a little bit more color to this outfit with this blazer. So for accessories, I'm adding a nude bag and some white shoes. So this is an example of how I kind of like mix and match my neutrals in my accessories. That way everything is not too matchy-matchy. Since I do have gold buttons in this jacket, it's important to me that I match up the rest of my metals. So I have gold hardware on my bag and also have gold jewelry on. So this is the finished look. Okay, for this next example, I really wanted to share with you guys a balancing pattern and also a balancing proportion. So I picked this kind of flared A-line skater dress, I think that's what it's called, but it basically has a lot more shape and volume around the skirt area. So you definitely want to find a bottom piece that has a little bit more of a structure and tailor to it. So what I mean by balancing like tight with loose, it doesn't have to be like skin tight. Making sure that it's just a little bit more tailored. Like for example, I would not wear like some wide leg pants with this top personally, just because I feel like it doesn't give a very good overall proportion and shape to the look. And also, since this was my starting piece and it was a pattern, just balancing it and having a solid on the bottom, I kind of went with a more monochrome look with this one. I think it's really like pretty for summer. Kind of keeping with the monochrome look, I have my white little mules that I'm gonna add to this outfit, and then my nude bag. This is kind of like my third piece. I feel like since it is kind of like a pop of not really color, but since it is a monochrome look, this pop of nude kind of like ties the outfit together. So I feel like this is my third piece as well as my accessory. So this is the finished look for this one. I hope that you guys enjoyed these tips and learned something new. If you guys want more fashion inspo, definitely subscribe so you don't miss any more of my videos, and please follow me on with Leena on Instagram, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!